Honorable Principal of the college, Dr. Jayashree Chakraborty, respected teachers of the organization, non-teaching staff, and my dear students. It's an honor for me to come and appear before you. Actually, when the college was built and the different issues of the progress of the college, I had been in touch with Madam. You can see sometimes with my suggestion. And whatever my little brain allows me to suggest, with the best of my ability, I try to suggest. Interestingly, the first interview, teaching interview, first interview of the college was for the subject statistics, in which I was the subject expert. So that is the starting point. I was somewhere associated with this college. But after that, so many years have passed, I did not get an opportunity to visit the college. Last time also, a few days ago, I was just about to come and I have arranged everything, but the previous day, our ex-CM actually passed away, so the program was actually postponed, and I thought that probably I will miss another chance of visiting the college. But God wanted that I should visit the college, and I am making it today. This college, if you get a look of the college, after coming through these four roads and then through the lanes, and then suddenly it appears that you are seeing a Taj Mahal before. Suddenly such a beautiful college with such huge infrastructure, a very young and energetic group of teachers, and such teachers will definitely produce another young generation who are more energetic than them, that is our students of this college. And it gives such a great hope. And most interestingly, the lady who leads from the front, she has made a very remarkable statement in this college. And the college actually, she had contributed a lot towards the development of the college, not just another principal of another college, but she has felt it. And I would like to tell a small story to describe Madam. She would have been happy to see, hear the story, but unfortunately, I am unfortunate that she is not present now. The story is like this: that one day, me, Madam, and Madam's husband, Nikhilesh, we were traveling somewhere by her car. The car got disrupted, and we have to stop there. There was a tea stall nearby that particular place where the car got disrupted. मैडम थोड़ा धीरे कर लो, बात बात में कर लेना, सुन लो. अच्छा स्टोरी बता रहे हैं, सही स्टैटिस्टिक्स नहीं पढ़ा है मैडम, स्टोरी बता रहे हैं. Oh, there was a tea stall where we are taking rest, having a cup of tea, and near the tea stall there was a well, कुआं, and कुआं का सामने बाबा जी बैठा हुआ है. बाबा जी, और जो टीवी में आता है उस टाइप का बाबा जी, दाढ़ी हुई है, योगा करना पड़ता है. So Baba ji told us that the kuwa is very special. When you go near the well and when you speak something, the same thing is spoken back. Actually, there is some ecosystem in the kuwa. Physics students know it better. Okay. So I told her, is it? So I stood near the kuwa. I told Dipojyoti. Then from the kuwa, their repetition came. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti. Dipojyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti. Then Madam's husband Mithilesh also went there. Mithilesh tried me. He told Mithilesh, let's. Mithilesh, let's. After that, Madam tried. She went near the kuwa. She told Jayashree. Nothing came in return. Once again she tried Jayashree, nothing came in return. Actually, Madam का कोई जवाब नहीं. Anyway, so when we were school boys, at that time TV was not very frequent. All houses did not have TV. Only some houses had TV. So I also used to go to my neighbor's house to watch TV. And one favorite program was like He-Man. It was a cartoon. He-Man. He-Man is an ordinary person. He has an ordinary life, but he has a sword. When he puts his sword up, Then some lightning takes place and source receives the power. And then he targets his lion. His lion also becomes very stout after the power, and he cries that even I have the power. Now, with your graduation, those who have completed your graduation, for them I am telling, now you have the power. Because there is an English proverb that knowledge is power. How many of you believe this? That knowledge has power. Knowledge is power. How many of you believe knowledge is power? Okay. So many hands are coming out. Knowledge is power. Okay. Now you must have seen the packet of cigarette. In that it is written, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. All the people who smoke cigarette knows that cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Yet they smoke cigarette. They have the knowledge, but that knowledge does not give them power. When you have the knowledge and when you apply that knowledge, that gives you the power. Having knowledge inside is not just sufficient. You have to apply your knowledge in reality. You have to understand the meaning of that knowledge, and then it gives you power. Now let us talk a little bit about career, because I am supposed to talk in that, and that is the boring part of the lecture actually. This is a science college and we are producing science graduates. But particularly, there is no scientific jobs for science graduates. You can only achieve this such a type of jobs after you do your master degree in the concerned subject. For graduates in science, there is no scientific job as such. Only some maybe technician jobs are available for graduates in science. So if you are thinking to become a scientist, if you are thinking of career in science, then you have to go for higher education in science. When you go for higher education in science, try to target the reputed institutes in science learning. They are difficult to, entry is difficult, but please keep on trying, because that is very important. Once you go to a reputed institute, you will find that everything around you changes, because the environment changes, your teachers are more aware about things, and the student group with which you communicate, with which you move around, that is the peer group, that is also more talented than what you have seen in your graduation days, and that actually builds it. So if you want to make a career in science, go for higher studies in science, and please try to target reputed institutes. So that will give you a much good break. However, if you want to make a career after your graduation, want to join the job, as sir has told about the UPSC examination, there is another organization which conducts different jobs for government, and that is staff selection commission, SSC. It gives you an option of joining grade B and grade C posts, and there is a combined graduate level test which is conducted throughout every year, and that gives an opportunity for graduates, irrespective of the discipline, irrespective of the percentage of marks, just what you need is to be a graduate. Except a few of these jobs, all other jobs are open to all graduates from any discipline, starting from engineering to arts graduates. So this is a good option for you, and these are all central government jobs. If you clear these jobs, it is much little less tougher obviously from the UPSC job. There are also prelims and mains and then personality tests in some of the jobs under these categories. Some of these have some specific subjects are required. For example, jobs of statistical officer needs that the student studies at least some papers of statistics in their graduation. Other than that, it is common to all. So any graduate can try for that. And the website is there, and that is ssc.nic.in. ssc.nic.in. In that website, in every year at the very beginning, they give the entire interview calendar. In there, they declare what are the posts, when the interview will be conducted, how many type of interviews will be there, and then what is the approximate salary. Everything, every information is there, and mostly they stick to that. So that is a very nice way to start preparing for SSC. Other than that, in the SSC examination, mainly the questions are on reasoning, quantitative aptitude, general awareness, and English. In general awareness, as sir has told, the same formula, how to get yourself equipped in general awareness. In addition to newspaper, you have to read the NCERT books. you have to get some information about additional reading on history, politics, economics, etc. And obviously English. Now English is something which is so necessary that at every stage of your life you require to have know English, because there is no other way in which you can avoid this particular language. You like it or not, you have to be quite, if not good, at least somehow you have to increase your vocabulary, and you have to increase your way in which you write, and all things should happen in English. And whatever you are doing, like whether you want to become a